This video is intended for educational purposes only. Driving down a road in Queensland, Adrian Hastwell-Batten comes across something unexpected. He slams the brakes, but is not quick enough to avoid a swim.
Yeah, I've just crashed into a river, dude. My car is just gone, dude. I'm in a river. I'm The water's coming into my car. See ya.
This video shows two officers on motorbikes chasing after a man going 60 miles per hour on his e-scooter. The chase begins on a parkway before taking the police down a bike path, narrowly avoiding cyclists.
I jumped on the line, man! I jumped on the line!
After a roadside drug test, the man was found to have methamphetamine in his system and was arrested on 7 charges, all of which he pled guilty to. In January 2008, a tornado hit a moving train on the Union Pacific Railroad in Belvidere, Illinois. Tornado winds blew 12 cars off the track, and as the main engine stopped, the remaining cars slammed into the front part of the train, spilling shock fluid from the tank car. The tornado caused $88 million worth of damage across the central and southern United States. In January 2023, a lorry carrying Tesla cars along the M3 motorway in England suddenly blew out its front right tire, causing it to swerve across the highway into the center divider. The drivers in the wreckage sustained minor injuries, and no other vehicles were involved. This dashcam shows a perfectly planned escape. The SUV slips through with a light graze to its roof as the tree took down traffic lights and electric lines. In May 2022, several motorists called a South African police station to report a reckless truck driver.
Whoa. Ja, get it op record op je video die altyd.
After evading a police stop, the trucker was tracked down and arrested for reckless driving. This footage, captured on March 11, 2011, shows a town in Miyagi as it gets shaken by a 9.1 magnitude earthquake before a tsunami wreaks havoc on the city. This dashcam captures how high the water level rose in less than 4 minutes. Vehicles and debris begin to float and are pushed around by the currents, making the waters treacherous. Debris was even carried over 130 feet above ground level in some areas. The driver who captured these images was lucky to escape, as 15,500 people lost their lives and 450,000 became homeless. In this February 2023 footage, Craig was driving a truckload of batteries down a freeway when suddenly a motorhome changed into his lane, clipping the front of his truck. Both occupants were transported to the hospital with serious injuries. Michael was on his way to work when suddenly, the door of a moving car in front of him opened. When he saw this, Michael immediately changed his route, followed the car, and dialed 911.
Hi, I need police ASAP. I'm on 410 South by Ingram Park Mall. A lady is screaming outside her Ford, a gray Ford exiting Ingram Road right now. She's trying to get out of a vehicle and the guy won't let. No, she's not exiting. They got back on 410.
Michael followed the car to 410 South, at which point he could be heard relaying the situation to a dispatcher on the other end of the phone.
I don't know. It says 410 South from Ingram going towards like Marbach area.
And the woman was still trying to get out of that car. After a while, the driver of the car exited the highway. As the car slowed down, she opened the door and jumped out.
She jumped out! She jumped out!
Michael quickly asked the woman to get in his truck to take her to safety.
Ma'am, get in my truck! Get in my truck!
But he didn't need to worry, as the driver sped off immediately. They found a policeman, and after questioning, a shocking truth was revealed. The driver of that car was her husband. Talk about keeping your enemies too close. Thankfully, she wasn't badly injured, and the husband was eventually arrested. The scene unfolded with a bus coming to a stop to let some kids off. As the children scattered in different directions, one particular child made a grave mistake. He dashed straight across the road without looking, directly in the path of an approaching semi-truck. Thankfully, the car with the dash cam blew its horn, alerting the boy to the imminent danger. He ran for his life as the truck driver slammed on the brakes, narrowly avoiding a catastrophic collision. This footage opened to a very icy yet busy road. Suddenly, a truck braked hard and slid across the center line and collided with an oncoming vehicle. They both spun out of control before going over the edge of the road, going down in a haze of black smoke. Luckily, they all made it out with minor injuries, but the road had to be closed for 14 hours to get their cars out of the ravine. Ronald was driving down a road in West Virginia when he had an unpleasant encounter with nature. Out of nowhere, trees started tumbling down directly in his path. And Ronald used his quick reflexes to avoid them hitting the hood of his vehicle. He was able to reverse and get himself out of the situation, but his truck was severely damaged. The road was closed for 3 days to clear all the fallen trees and debris, which was probably caused by above-average